If you've been following me and been following Shiba, you know that we're always looking for that next 100x crypto gem, that next coin that could do something like Solana did back in 2021, or what XRP did back in 2017, 2018. And I think I found a coin that has this potential that's tracking similar to XRP back in 2017. This isn't just a hyped up coin. It has good technology and good fundamentals behind it. And they have a growing community on X and a lot of other positive catalysts coming. So I'm going to explain what this coin is, why it's interesting, and at just a fraction of XRP, why it has huge potential to grow. So if that sounds good to you guys, hit the like button, hit subscribe. You can also follow me over on Twitter at 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗁𝗍 with two I's. But before I get into what could be the next XRP, I just wanted to bring up this crazy situation with the tariffs on Canada and Mexico and Trump imposing those tariffs. And when this happened, the stock and crypto markets just plummeted, with Bitcoin going down to 91K and a lot of altcoins just getting completely hammered, way worse than that. So I know for me, my portfolio went down to about 30% from the all-time high a couple months ago. And it was the biggest liquidation event ever for crypto. So worse than COVID and worse than the FTX collapse. And so it was pretty crazy to see that. But we did get positive news with Trump and Mexico negotiating their president, putting 10,000 Mexican troops on the border. And as the market opened Monday, stocks, it rebounded, and then crypto rebounded as well. And now Bitcoin is back over 100,000. So that's good to see the rebound right there, and some positive, potentially positive things with the tariffs. And then just getting into the Bitcoin price and what we could expect in February based on past performance. It was up about 9% in January, and the average return in January is about, you can see 3.8% here. So it was above average. But we can see in the year after the halving, 2021, we had 15%, and 2017 we were about even. So that's kind of how it compares to those past years. And 2013 we had a 44%, another year after the halving year. And then in February, though, February is actually historically the third best month for Bitcoin in terms of returns. So we averaged 15.6% in February. And you can see that in the year after the halving years, so 2021, we were at 37%, 2017, we were at 23%, and 2013, we were at 61%. So even better returns in halving years. So that's something that we can hopefully expect here. And a 15% gain right here from Bitcoin would put us in that 115 to 120,000 mark by the end of the month. And also Q1, quarter one, is historically the second best quarter for Bitcoin. So you can see here that we average 52% returns in quarter one. And so as we have already had about, it actually ended up being like 8% in January. That's, the number's a little bit outdated there. So that gives us, if we average what we've done in the past, that gives us a 45% increase by the end of March, which would put us right in the $140,000 to $150,000 range. So to me, that seems pretty reasonable that could happen, especially with all the bullish catalysts we have working right now. We have a lot of states putting in bills for Bitcoin, their own Bitcoin strategic reserve, along with the US and other countries talking about it too. And we can also see here that other companies are actually getting exposure to Bitcoin through MicroStrategy's stock. You can see about 40,000 indirectly purchased from other businesses. So very bullish things going on. But let's get into this crypto now that I think has a potential to be the next XRP. And as you know, XRP is one of the biggest names in crypto. They're basically disrupting the traditional finance system with cross-border payments that are low cost and very fast. And so this is coin I'm talking about today has similar blockchain coming out with that focuses on cross-border payments, but it's also has some other things that XRP doesn't, and it's more heavily integrated, entrenched in DeFi. And so this coin that I'm talking about today is called XCN Onyx coin. So like XRP, they're also focused on enterprise level cross-border payments, transactions, and then again, they also have that DeFi element, lending and borrowing, and they're also working on tokenization of real world assets, which is a huge crypto narrative recently and will be for this year too. And here we can see that the Mobi AI agent with it, which is a AI agent that I'm bullish on, actually mentioned this, said that Wall Street giants are eyeing the 30 trillion RWA tokenization market, anticipating explosive growth and adoption within traditional finance, and that XEN is among the assets gaining attention as institutions explore new opportunities in this expanding sector. We can also see here that XCN has protocols for NFTs and collateralizing NFTs with financial services, which is something that XRP doesn't have. And another thing here is Onyx Coin is integrating AI into their system, so things that can enhance transaction efficiency, reduce fraud, and enhance blockchain security. And this is something that could set it apart from XRP and other competitors too. And a lot of people on X and other places are thinking that this XCN could cut into XRP's market share just because of the speed and scalability and the interaction with enterprise and business to business, that they could compete with XRP there and even surpass them in certain areas. And while XCN might not have as extensive partnerships as XRP, it has had a lot of good quality partnerships over the years. Going back to, this actually started out as Chain.com, and it's still affiliated with Chain.com. But Chain.com was created in 2014, and they have strategic partnerships right off the bat from some of the biggest names like Capital One, Citigroup, and others, even the Miami Heat. So big name partnerships there. And XCN is also connected with Justin Sun of the Tron coin, known for the Tron coin, and HTX Global. And about a year ago, they recently had a falling out about a year ago, which caused the price of XCN to tumble. But now recently, Justin Sun is back on as a shareholder. And so that's one of the catalysts for a lot of the positive price action that we've seen here. And again, they're working on an enterprise blockchain, which should be released pretty soon, that could compete with XRP as far as being integrated into like fintech companies, banks, and even governments. So there's a lot of potential there. And they're also more decentralized, which is a concern that a lot of people have with XRP, is it's too centralized. But Onyx has the Onyx DAO, which is a decentralized place where people can, voice their opinions and approve different changes for their blockchain and other things. So more decentralized, which is another positive. Also, there are a lot of catalysts coming up, which could potentially drive the price of this Onyx coin higher. And as we get into this article here, we can see some of these. And this article from the News Crypto, we see that after being dormant for almost 2 years, the XCN price shot up significantly in January 2025. It went up over 1,500% price surge. So it's outperformed all these other major altcoins, of course, like Ethereum and even XRP. And this is more impressive too, because crypto has really been down in the last couple months. It's basically been chopping sideways and gone down a little bit, and altcoins have just got hammered, while this XCN has actually been exploding up. So that's a good sign. They also announced that they will incentivize people who run their nodes with coins too. And then with the release, they're going to release their blockchain soon that is like the XRP ledger that's going to allow for those fast transaction speeds and fast transaction times. And they have a new white paper coming out on Monday. So by the time you see this, that white paper may already be live, and I'll probably do another video to catch up on what we learned from that white paper. But one of the things they mentioned is that the tokenomics are going to be changed a little bit, and what we've seen is that it's probably going to be a mechanism to burn some of the Onyx tokens, which could be a further catalyst for price appreciation for the XCN token also. Getting in here to the price action of this coin, and we can look at XRP and see that in April of 2017, it was about around the same level where Onyx coin is now, around about 3 cents, and around the same market cap as well. So they compare very similarly in terms of that. And XRP from April 2017 to January 2018 went from 3 cents to over $3. So it was over 100x. And so if we look at XCN and compare those, we could see that in 2022, when it came out at the start of 2022, and you can see this kind of chop up and down, this Tower of Mordor basically here, going clear up to the 20 cent range, and then it crashed down, and then for over a year it was just kind of, down here in no man's land, just straight across. And then recently with all these announcements, it's starting to get kind of that parabolic peak going back up to. So at $1 billion market cap, I think this does have potential to do 100x because XRP is at 180 billion. So if it's able to cut into some of XRP's market share, as well as I mentioned, it has more things, advantages that XRP really doesn't have, and is areas that it's not in as heavily. And so that could bode well too for it skyrocketing up there. And even at 10x, this could be life-changing for a lot of people if you have enough money into it, right? And actually, as I was editing this video, the new Onyx white paper actually came out. And so I was just looking through this, and we can see here that we have core innovations. They announced a layer 3 blockchain. So it's built on Arbitrum Orbit and base layer 2, which enhances scalability, cost efficiency, and customization. And it's also optimized for institutional adoption. So it supports enterprise-grade financial applications, DeFi, real-world asset tokenization, and high-performance dApps. And then we have modular rollups, so customized execution environments with tailored security, gas fees, and governance. And then as far as the technology we stack, again, we have the Arbitrum Orbit, which enhances scalability, customization, dedicated rollups, fraud-proof security, and any trust data, so efficient storage and verification, low-cost, high-throughput transactions. And then base layer 2, which is Coinbase Ethereum chain, layer 2 chain. So that gives it economic security, low fees, high liquidity, and Ethereum integration. And then XCN will be the gas token. So this provides predictable fees and governance power. And then coming down here, thousands of transactions per second, decentralized governance via the Onyx DAO, XCN holders vote on protocol upgrades and decisions, and customizable smart contracts. And then we have integrations of Privy, which is secure authentication privacy tools, Superbridge multi-chain XCN transfers for Ethereum Base and Onyx L3, and then Tenderly smart contract debugging monitoring, and Third Web, so no-code Web3 dApp deployment, and then Decent, which is NFT and digital asset tokenization. So as you can see, a very robust new blockchain here with a lot of features to it. So that's definitely a bullish thing as well for this XCN token price. And don't get me wrong, XCN does have a long way to go to get to the adoption of XRP and some of the partnerships that XRP has with governments and things like that. But I think they're on the right track. But this is a risky coin. So my strategy with these riskier coins is that I basically have 60% of my portfolio in the big three. So Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. And then I have another about 20% in higher cap coins. And then with the other 20%, I'm a bit riskier with some plays, some lower cap plays. And basically any coin that is like I see as more risky, I'm not going to put more than 1% of my total portfolio value in it unless I'm like just super bullish on it. So that's my plan with this, is never going to get up to more than 1% of my total portfolio. And that's the way I manage risk. It's different for everyone, but that's the way that I manage it. You can buy this on Coinbase, so it's and Kraken, so it's very easy to buy. I do have a link in my description for Coinbase where you can get $20 when you sign up if you're not signed up yet, if you're interested in XCN. I'm not saying to go out and buy this. Do your research, of course. This isn't financial advice. But with things like I mentioned, like the Binance listing and the white paper and the new blockchain coming out and things like that, I think this has some serious potential. So that's why I wanted to bring that to you here today. So if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, drop a comment, let me know what you think about XCN and if you think it has the potential to be the next XRP. Let's talk about it. If you're not subscribed, you can hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with me. Thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well, and we'll see you next time.